Everybody come on in, it's time to make a scene. Let's get in costume, write a song and everything in between. Cause many parts make up the art. Each brings joy to all our hearts. Circus tricks and improv too. Mash them up for me and you. And dance, everybody, we can sing. We can tell a story. Put it all together, we can do anything.
Oh, Toby, what is it? No, you've already had your treat for today. You want another one? Well, okay, just one. Okay, can you sit? Good boy. Here you go. Gently, gently. Thank you. 2 treats is enough for one day.
Hi, Miss Julie. It was such a great day. Hi, Toby. This is Frisky Toby. So many ideas. Hi, Miss Julie.
Hey, Miss Julie. Hi, Greenies. I'll be with you in just 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, I have something to show you guys. Guess what it is?
Oh, are you going on a trip?
Not even close. It's a violin case, and it's my new violin. I got it last Saturday at a garage sale.
Cool. Well, that's lovely, Fizz. That's perfect timing for today's subject.
Hey, can you play it?
Oh, you bet. A little.
Hey, how about a duet? You on the violin and me on the piano.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. All right, you ready, Fizz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
Well, it's Twinkle Twinkle. I don't know anything that's easier. Sorry, Fizz.
Oh, well, maybe my violin must not be working, or maybe I'm holding it wrong. Can we try again?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I don't get it. Is it broken?
Maybe you need some lessons, Fizz.
But my cousin already gave me 2 lessons, and he's 8 1/2.
Fizz, the violin is one of the most difficult instruments in the orchestra to play. You're doing fine, considering you just started.
Morning, Greenies.
Oh, Gus, lovely that you're here. Greenies, it's going to be a most remarkable day today. We are going to learn about the magic of music played by an orchestra. I have to just go to the box office. I'll be back in a flash. Okay.
All right, Greenies, ready for the warm-up?
Yeah.
Then to the stage.
To the stage.
Now, Greenies, today's guest plays classical music with orchestras.
What are orchestras?
Orchestras, large groups of musicians who play music together. Now, does anyone know the different families of instruments in the orchestra?
Ooh, I do. Let's see. String instruments?
Like violins.
Yeah, and brass instruments?
Yes, like trumpets.
Yeah, and woodwinds?
Like clarinets.
And percussion, like drums.
All right, nice job, Hank.
Thanks.
So today's warm-up is called the Boom Boom Wah Wah game.
What's a boom boom wah wah?
Good question, Spike. This is a game where we name each instrument in the orchestra and then we make it sound. Got it?
Got it.
All right, here we go. What makes a boom 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 me sound? The drums, I say, so pass it around. We feel the music, boom boom boom.
We feel the music, boom boom boom.
All right, Perry, now you make a sound and pass it around.
Oh, okay. What makes a wah 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 sound? The trombone, I say. So pass it around. We feel the music, wah wah wah.
We feel the music, wah wah wah.
All right, your turn, Hank.
Okay, what makes a plink plink plinky sound? The piano, I say, so pass it around. We feel the music, plink plink plink.
We feel the music, blink blink blink.
All right, give it a go, Riley.
Oh, what makes a toodaloo sound? The flute, I say, so pass it around. We feel the music, toodaloo. We feel the music, toodaloo.
All right, you're next, Spike.
What makes a zoom 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 sound? The bass, I say, so pass it around. We feel the music, zoom zoom zoom.
We
feel the music, zoom zoom zoom.
All right, it's on you, Fizz.
Oh, what makes a cry sound? My violin, so pass it around. We feel the music. We feel the music.
Very nice, Spike.
I kind of wish my violin didn't go
Well, maybe today's guest can help you with that. He's Joshua Bell, one of the world's greatest violinists.
Wow.
And he's also a conductor.
Ooh, like a train conductor?
Like a semiconductor?
Not quite. But when he's not playing the violin, he conducts orchestras, which means he helps all the instruments play together.
Including violins?
Tons of violin.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
You got that right, Hank. Now, check out this video about Joshua Bell's musical life. Hit it, Riley.
Got it.
When Joshua Bell was very young, he made his own violin by stretching rubber bands across his dresser drawers and plucking out the notes. He started taking lessons when he was 4 and began playing professionally when he was just 14. At 17, he played at the famous Carnegie Hall. Joshua is now one of the world's top violinists. He plays a special violin called a Stradivarius that was made over 300 years ago. Aren't we lucky that Joshua is here today to teach us about orchestras and the beauty of the violin?
Wow. So good. That was super inspiring.
Oh, I bet he's so much better than me at playing the violin.
Well, you just need more practice, Fizz.
Great idea. Why don't we go practice? I can accompany you on the guitar.
Oh, boy! Yeah. Oh, hey, Toby. Bye. Hi, Toby.
Oh, Toby.
Oh, I think he wants a treat.
Yeah, he's hungry, all right. Let's feed him.
Okay. Oh, you okay, Toby?
Maybe he needs another treat.
Oh.
Do you know that song, Baba Black Sheep? It sounds just like Twinkle Twinkle.
Yeah, they both have the same melody. And so does the alphabet song.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're right.
Actually, all 3 songs have the same melody. A lot of people say Mozart wrote those when he was your age.
Wow, Mozart was a genius.
He certainly was. Ready to play?
Hey, there must be a cat party out there.
No, that sound is coming from your violin.
Really? Well, maybe there's a kitten inside. What'd he say?
He says you have to quack-this, quack-this, quack-this.
But I am practicing, and I'm not getting any better. Oh. There's a good boy, Toby. Yeah, that's a good boy. You like your treats, huh?
Greenies, I want to introduce you to today's distinguished guest, Mr. Joshua Bell.
What's going on, Josh? Welcome back.
Joshua, this is Perry. And Spike. Hello. Fizz. Riley and Hank.
Hi, Joshua.
Good to see you.
Oh.
That's Hugo. He says your name has a nice ring to it.
Ring bell. Got it. You're one clever duck. Gosh, it's so great to be back in the green room. It's been so long. I remember when I took a workshop here and just had such a good time.
I know. Oh, it was a wonderful time, really.
it was fun.
How have your travels been?
Good. I've just been traveling around the world playing my violin. I've been to, let's see, in the last month, Paris and China and Cuba. And you know what? Wherever you go, people love classical music.
Oh, well, and with good reason. And I cannot think of anybody better to teach it to us than you. Greenies, are we lucky or what?
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
Toby, are you okay?
I wonder what's wrong.
I hope he's all right.
I'm not sure. Toby, would you like to go outside? I think that's probably what he needs. Come on, my love. We'll take you outside for a little walk. I'll be right back. Good luck.
Mr. Feel better, Toby?
Hi, Toby. Mr. Bell? I play violin, just like you. Well, maybe not just like you.
That's awesome. Can I see your violin, Fizz?
Sure. Here. There's something wrong with it. I have to return it to the garage sale.
Ugh. Well, what could be the matter?
It sounds like kittens and ducks are having a fight.
Yeah. Oh, well, that sounds like it could be something serious. Let me examine it for a second. Well, I got good news. Your violin, nothing wrong with it. But it is out of tune, and that's the problem.
Out of tune? What does that mean?
Well, a violin has 4 strings, and they have to be tuned just perfectly. The E, the A, the D, and the G. And once you get that just right, then you can make your beautiful music.
Oh.
Wow.
Can someone give me an A on the piano, please?
Oh, you got it.
You see, different instruments can play the same note.
The same? But the violin and the piano look so different.
Yeah, and it would be hard to put a piano under your chin.
Yes, it would, but you know, the two instruments are not that different. In fact, the piano has strings as well.
What?
Yeah, check this out. The piano strings are inside.
Wow.
That's right. And the piano has a lot more strings than a violin, and each of those has to be tuned exactly right, too. So, someone give me a G.
Okay.
Hear that? Same note, G on the violin.
Wow. Yeah, I hear it. It's so pretty.
Well, it'll be a lot prettier when I finish tuning this thing. Okay, I think it's good to go.
Wow, my violin sounds beautiful. May I try?
Fizz, please.
It's out of tune again. This is frustrating. Me and my violin need to be alone.
Oh dear.
What's wrong, Fizz?
Well, how come my violin works when you play it, but not when I do?
It takes a lot of practice.
I've been trying to practice, but I haven't improved in the last 10 minutes.
10 minutes? I sometimes practice 10 hours.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, but practicing is part of the fun of being a musician. The more you practice, the better you get. So what do you say? Should we go back to class?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, today we're going to learn about how orchestra members play together to make beautiful classical music.
Can kids play in orchestras?
Oh, you bet. In fact, we know some very talented kids we're going to show you.
Really cool.
Check this out, guys.
To play with an orchestra is a really exciting, very moving experience.
I feel like I'm doing something that's bigger than me.
To play with an orchestra, it's like an unreal experience. You get to work with so many other musicians.
Practicing is very important. I typically practice about 3 hours a day.
Practice is the key to your success. So if you don't practice, you're not going to get any better.
Well, I started on the violin when I was 4, so I always had a love for the string instrument. And when I was about 7, I watched a movie and it featured a harpist. I'm not a poet or a public speaker, but playing the harp makes me feel like I have a say.
Music describes the feelings that you feel throughout life, and you can sit and listen, and it amplifies those feelings that you already feel.
What I like best about playing a musical instrument is that I can create so many different voices and so many different characters. For me, it's a way to say something without words.
Wow, so many cool instruments.
Yeah, I want to play an orchestra instrument right this second. Well, you'll have to practice, but it'll be worth it.
So should we all try to play together like an orchestra?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can play the piano.
What's everyone else gonna play? I don't think I'm ready to play my violin.
Well, I just happen to have with me some awesome instruments that are perfect for beginners. Pass the box.
That's neat. What are they?
We've got the glockenspiel,
Whoa.
a cowbell,
Oh, cowbell!
Like it.
Wow.
Oh, and a zither.
A scissor?
No, it's a zither. And you know what? It plays kind of like a violin. It's got a bow and strings. So, should we go to the stage and play?
Oh, yeah.
well, to the stage.
To the stage.
Pretty great, for sure.
Okay, everybody. We're in for a treat today. We're going to play one of the greatest pieces ever written by one of the greatest composers that ever lived. It's Beethoven. And this is his Ode to Joy from the Ninth Symphony. Does anyone know how it goes?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
That's the one, Hank. And I'm going to conduct, I've got my baton and my score with all the music and all the parts written on it.
Oh, does it have a part for my cowbell?
Well, to be honest, Perry, Beethoven didn't actually write a part for the cowbell, but today we're going to put one in.
Yay, thanks, Mr. Joshua Bell.
Oh, by the way, when I'm holding this baton, everyone calls me Maestro.
Okay, Maestro.
Now remember, when the maestro raises his hands, you play louder.
Okay, Maestro.
And when the maestro lowers his hands like this, you play softer.
Okay, Maestro.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Oh, that kind of was...
Yeah, that was...
Okay, it was a good first try, but it was out of tune. Some of you were a little too high, some a little too low. This next time through, please, let's get the pitches just right, okay?
Okay, Maestro.
Again. Well, that was so much better. But your rhythm was all over the place. Some of you were rushing ahead and some of you were dragging behind. So let's try again, and this time concentrate on my baton so you get the right tempo.
Okay, Maestro.
Okay, one last time. And remember, the most important thing about music is feeling the emotion. If you feel it when you play, the audience is going to feel it too. So let's give it one more try. Bravo! That time I really felt the joy in Ode to Joy.
Thanks, Maestro.
Oh, yeah, that was great. My cowbell was fabulous. Mr. Joshua,
Yes, Fizz.
can I see your violin?
Of course you can.
Oh, goody.
It's a very, very special violin. It was made by the most famous violin maker that ever lived, Antonio Stradivarius. And you know what? It's 300 years old.
Wow, that's even older than my garage sale violin.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Can I play it?
I don't usually let people play on my violin.
Oh.
But you know what? I'll let you pluck one note on it. How about that? Fizz!
What's the problem?
I broke Mr. Joshua's violin.
Fizz, you didn't.
But it was an accident.
Hey, Fizz! I've been looking for you.
I'm so sorry.
What for? Why so gloomy?
I'm so sorry. I broke your violin, Mr. Joshua.
You mean this? It's just a broken string.
What?
It's not a big deal. I break strings all the time. Sometimes even in a concert, I'll break a string. Really, it's not. Don't worry about it, you poor thing.
What do you do when that happens?
Well, let's see. Sometimes if I'm playing with an orchestra, I'll grab the first violinist's violin and I'll play the rest of the piece on that. Or actually, this reminds me of a story. You ever heard of Paganini, the great violinist 200 years ago? And the legend has it, he would purposely break 3 of his strings, and then he would play the whole rest of the piece on one string just to show off for the audience.
Is that true?
Well, supposedly, it's kind of a legend. But,
Yeah.
But usually what I do, I just say, sorry, everybody, got to change my string. And that's what I'm going to do right now.
Well, you mean you can change a string?
Of course.
And your violin will work?
It will work. Why don't I change the string now? You go get your friends, and I'm going to show you.
Oh, boy! Yes!
All right. Ready, guys?
Yes. Oh, Joshua, what a treat you gave us.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Oh,
Mwah.
thank
Hope
you.
to see you soon.
Please come back.
Okay?
Yeah.
Take care, everybody, and keep practicing.
Bye. Bye.
I am definitely going to be a violinist when I grow up.
Miss Julie, look! Toby perked up.
Oh, look a lot better, Toby.
Yeah, that's a relief, I must say.
Yeah, and I thought an extra treat would help, so I gave him one.
Yeah, and I gave him 2.
Wait,
You did too?
Wait a minute. How many treats did Toby get?
Clearly, too many. But actually, I think it may have been the music that made him feel better.
Light bulb! Hey, what our show Mashup the Musical needs is classical music.
Of course. Well, music is part of what it means to be a human being.
Or a waterfowl.
Well, what I say is, long live music. And waterfowls.